Welcome to Nomad Outdoors, special edition about us and our history. You got Cruel Dog here running the narration, and I'm going to kind of walk you through a little bit of our history and how Nomad Outdoors all came about. For those of you that have watched our videos, I'm sure you're familiar with Cruel Dog, Gray Bear, Jer Bear, and a recent addition with the Ferret. So let's get a little bit of history going here. For the most part, Nomad Outdoors was established in 2004 up in Kalkaska, Michigan, although we didn't call ourselves Nomad Outdoors at the time. We basically wandered around and hunted and fished with friends that had property and had a place to stay, being that we didn't have a place of our own. So we would get together with our friends, and we were constantly asking, hey, you got some property? Oh, can we come up and hunt on your property? Can we come up on fishing your property? Hey, you got a place to stay? So yeah, we could be a bit of a pain, but you know, we had a lot of opportunity to get out in the woods and really enjoy ourselves. So we hunted through winter months, and we took a good fair share game. We hunted through the spring, and we fished through the summer. And as our friends moved on and things changed in their lives, we had to start thinking about moving away from Kalkaska because we didn't have a place to stay. So we started asking around again, you know, where could we stay and who was going to allow us to hang out in their place. But along the way, we met a lot of good friends, and we did a lot of traveling, just like nomads did, drifting from place to place and town to town, getting fair share game along the way, getting our fair share of fishing in with our buddies here. This was up on the St. Clair River, doing a little bit of hand lining, old school method. Well, 2007 takes us up to Gladwin, Michigan. Gray Bear used to hunt here when he was a young lad. Not really young lad, but when we were looking for a place, he said, hey, let's head up to Gladwin. I kind of know the area a little bit, and we can get around, and I could at least find some state land to hunt on. So I kind of said, yeah, why not? Let's give it a whirl. So we took the lads down from Kalkaska down to Gladwin County, Michigan, and some familiar haunts for old Gray Bear. And we got the lads up in their tree stands and taking some naps. But for the most part, we still didn't have a place to stay. We were staying in his brother's basement, which was a little bit uncomfortable. So 2008, we decided that Gray Bear and Cruel Dog were going to get together, and we were going to buy ourselves a camper. So we kind of looked around for what we would call a hunter special, and we came upon it. For $700, we bought this I want to think it was a 78 Nomad camper, hence the name Nomad. So we parked this bad boy in our driveway and started getting into it and feeling a little bit comfortable with it, and we thought we had got ourselves a great deal. It looked pretty comfortable. This is our mobile studios that we use. But a couple of repairs got me underneath the floorboards and found out that, oh geez, this thing was dry rotted from top to bottom. So a couple of work weekends in 2009 got us digging deep into this camper and trying to rebuild it and make it stable enough to be able to get up north. So, being that the camper was a Nomad, we decided that in 2008, 2009 that we were going to call us Nomad Outdoors. And one of the reasons that we picked for Nomad Outdoors is because we never had a permanent place to stay. So one day, looking at the outside of the camper, we saw, hey, this thing's called a Nomad. Why not call it Nomad Outdoors? HC stands for Hunt Club, which we've kind of just shortened it to Nomad Outdoors. So that was basically the beginning of Nomad Outdoors. You know, our philosophy is, you know, we kind of go with the old theme of keep on trucking. Every time that we'd find a place to hunt or we thought there was a good area, some guy would walk right out the woods and say, I've been hunting here for 3,000 years. Matter of fact, I hunted here since the beginning of time. And we'd keep on trucking down the road to another spot. So our time in hunting has been a lot of transitional, moving from place to place. We primarily hunt public land, and we definitely run into a lot of hunters. Our search has been trying to find that one spot that nobody else is hunting, that we might be able to establish a little base camp and get ourselves set up and have some free range on public land, which doesn't seem to work so well for us. So the other thing that we like to be different on Nomad Outdoors, a lot of the hunt and fishing shows that you see on TV primarily just show guys that have all the high-end gear and all the high-end camera stuff and private land that get to go out there and, you know, shoot fish in a barrel, so to speak. I don't really want to drag anybody down or get on anybody, but we like to go out there and we like to be free-range hunters. And we like to have a lot of fun. And we want to be able to show through our videos that people can go out there and they can hunt and they can have a good time. And if you don't kill anything, who cares? The idea is to go out there and have a good time, and that's what we like to do with the Nomad Outdoors. We like to put a little bit of humor, well, we like to put a lot of humor into our videos. We like to show the funny things. We like to show all that camaraderie. That's why we keep old Gray Bear around. He's quite a comedian, that lad there, and it's a lot of fun hunting with him, a lot of fun shooting videos and doing this show together with him. Unfortunately, he lives down on the flatlands, down in the city, and I live up in the country, so sometimes getting together to put these videos together and do the narrations can be a little bit tricky. But we want to show with Nomad Outdoors that it's not about going out there and killing things, and it's not about going out there and being hardcore. Sure, we can do those things, but we really want to show people what hunting is all about and what hunting public land in Michigan is all about. It's not as easy as everybody thinks it is. You know, if you got some private land that butts up to state land, sure, you're going to have an established game area that you could go and pretty much, you know, stake your claim on. But when you're drifting around from place to place to place to place, you really got to get good at your hunting. You need to be able to show up and within a week's time scout, set up stands, and hopefully try and shoot something. Not always the easiest thing, but shenanigans is the funnest part. You know, we want our videos, we want our show to be entertaining. We don't want you to be able to see blood and guts and see that perfect shot. We want to see what the average guy goes through. You know, how many seasons does the average hunter go through without killing anything? And we want to represent that. We want to show, you know what, so that doesn't happen. That doesn't make you any less of a hunter. Matter of fact, makes you a better hunter. But by all means, go out there and have a good time doing it. Have fun. We like with our videos to be able to show that, you know, sure, it's a struggle to go out there and, you know, you plan a hunting trip and you got 9 days to hunt. And then the next thing you know, you go up there and you get 9 straight days of rain. Well, what else are you going to do? You're going to sit around the cabin and you're going to play cards and you're going to have a good time. And it's going to be fun. And that's what we like to represent. We like to represent the outdoors from a fun perspective. Not necessarily from the old staunchy stuff that you see on TV. You know, we all watch a lot of TV shows, and I spend a good amount of my days off watching the Outdoor Channel and the Pursuit Channel and the Hunt Channel, and you know, I watch these shows and it's kind of the same thing. I like to see guys that go out there and have a challenge. I really enjoy to see a show where guys go out there and bust their hump trying to find some game to shoot and then come up with nothing. And I go to myself, I go, aha, see? That's what it's all about. You know, we all go out there and we all have these times that we don't get any deer. But if we're blessed and we're graced with the opportunity to provide some sustenance for our family, put an arrow in it, put a bullet in it, put a hook in it. We're going to do something. And in the process of doing that, we're going to have a lot of fun. So that kind of sums up a little bit about Nomad Outdoors and how we came about, why our show is run the way that we do it. You know, we self-shoot everything. You know, those camera angles that you see, that's a camera in my hand, or Gray Bears, or Jer Bears, or the Ferret. And sometimes when you got your bow in one hand and a camera in the other, it's you shoot yourself a video and you're not shooting yourself a deer. So sometimes you make that option. But, you know, there's some new technologies out there. We're trying to get some camera mounted equipment on our bows and on our guns, and hopefully we can get something on tape for you. But no, we don't have a lot of kills on video for our show, but we'll talk about it. We got a vast amount of knowledge when it comes to the outdoors. I've been, since I was a little kid, I remember when I had to been an early teenager. I was a flushing dog for my dad and his uncle for pheasant hunting and squirrel hunting, and Gray Bear, he's been out in the woods since he's been a young lad, and you pick up a lot of experience while you're out there. We do a lot of reading, got a lot of information. We hope to pass that on. This is why we also run an educational portion attached with Nomad Outdoors. We teach outdoor survival as well. I've got an extensive background in survival and tracking, and I'd like to take those things and pass them on to those people that want to know. So we hope with Nomad Outdoors that you get to experience a lot of fun, get to see the outdoors, occasionally get a kill on tape. And hey, if you're interested, look us up, shoot us an email, give us a call, and we can set up some classes for you. Survival, preparedness, hunting, fishing, backpacking, trail riding, you name it. Well, thanks for listening in. This has been about us and our history in Nomad Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys got something out of our little history, our little about us section. Hopefully you'll tune into our shows. We try to put them out as often as we can. We'd like to be a little bit more regular schedule. But on behalf of Nomad Outdoors, myself, Cruel Dog, and Gray Bear, Jer Bear, and Ferret. I also forgot to mention Red Squirrel and Pop's Red Squirrel, who help us out with our trail riding and outdoor motorbiking ATV festival. And we'd like to thank you for tuning in to Nomad Outdoors. And we'd like to welcome you to our campfire. Welcome you into our camp as you get on the old internet and get through YouTube. Find us up, Nomad Outdoors. Look us up on Facebook.com/Nomad Outdoors, and look us up on YouTube/Nomad Outdoors HC. Give us a whirl, view our videos, comment, feel free to share. We appreciate you tuning in. Take care now.